Phase 4 is continuously bringing new characters into the MCU. We've already got Eternals, Shang-Chi, Echo, and multiple others. There have been setups for Young Avengers and the Thunderbolts. We're just about to start with the Midnight Suns, but before that, the MCU reintroduced us to two of the biggest Marvel Netflix characters. And with their arrival, we now want the others to show up as well. Daredevil was the biggest Marvel Netflix hero, and he is already getting his own series on Disney+. So now, it's time for the second biggest Marvel Netflix hero.
You people, you call me the Punisher, ain't that right? The big bad Punisher.
But maybe, instead of being his usual self, the big bad Punisher could have a little fun with War Machine and Ghost Rider.
Yeah, it's good to know, buddy.
Shoot on sight.
Hey there, quirky folks! Today we're going to see how Marvel could bring Frank Castle into the mix. Charlie Cox was loved by everyone as Matt Murdock, and now he's getting a soft reboot in the MCU. Marvel could recast Iron Fist and Luke Cage if they like, but they've got to bring Jon Bernthal back as the Punisher. His recasting would begin riots, so I don't think Marvel would even think of that. But how will they bring him in? Well, I've got a few really cool ideas to reintroduce the Punisher. We've seen him in 3 seasons so far on Netflix. First, it was Daredevil Season 2 that gave him a substantial role. Then we saw him become a true vigilante in 2 of his solo outings. All 3 of his appearances were extremely bloody and brutal. While I'd love it if Marvel would keep things R-rated with him, I also think that he needs to be revamped in the MCU. Now hear me out before clicking away. Marvel has already fulfilled the quota of a dark killer vigilante persona with Ronin. During the 5-year time jump of Endgame, Ronin did everything that the Punisher does. In fact, he conducted his operations on a global scale. And now, Marvel is introducing another dark vigilante with Moon Knight. So, does the MCU even have space for the Punisher? Well, it certainly does, but not in the traditional way. I believe that Marvel will have to give him an upgrade. And there are 2 amazing things that they could do with him. Number 1, Armor Wars. Kingpin came through Hawkeye and will continue to appear in Echo. Matt Murdock has come through Spider-Man No Way Home and will appear in She-Hulk. Then he'd get his own series, which is being called a Reboot. Even Iron Fist is set to make his MCU debut through Shang-Chi. So you see, all Marvel Netflix characters are being reintroduced through other MCU projects. And the perfect one to bring the Punisher is Armor Wars. Rhodey is returning in Armor Wars, but we don't know of his future beyond that. He is not an Iron Man legacy character. He's his own entity as War Machine or Iron Patriot. Iron Man already has Ironheart carrying the mantle. So maybe Rhodey needs a legacy character to take his name forward too. Frank Castle has always been a one-man army. As the Punisher, he has acted as a vigilante for years and waged war against all manner of criminals. But maybe he could elevate his status by getting an upgrade. We know he loves guns and bullets. So he could become a perfect legacy character for War Machine.
Oh man, you can have your suit back.
Just imagine the kind of carnage he could pull off with that armor. And you can't deny that a War Machine armor would look dope as f with the Punisher's logo. Frank Castle has also worn a War Machine armor in the comics. So there's a lot of source material for Marvel to look into. He first put on the suit in 2017's The Punisher, issue number 218, when Nick Fury Jr. put him up to the task. So once Rhodey is done with being War Machine, Frank could take on the mantle and cause some real carnage. Or better, Rhodey could continue as the Iron Patriot, while Frank could take the War Machine armor for himself. Seeing them together would be crazy fun, don't you think? It'll be like the final act of Iron Man 2, but maybe even better. But in the comics, Frank didn't continue to wear the armor forever. So maybe the Punisher War Machine could be a temporary thing. And after that, we could have number 2, the Cosmic Ghost Rider. Moon Knight is taking us into the supernatural territory. And if the rumors are right, we're gonna have Blade joining him real soon. But that's not it. People are in for the full Monty. We want Ghost Rider to join them. Apparently, Blade is also uniting with Black Knight.
Sure you're ready for that, Mr. Whitman?
So 4 of these could be a part of MCU's Midnight Suns. But another member that people want to see in this lineup is the Punisher. Frank Castle is as dark as Moon Knight, Blade, and Ghost Rider. But maybe he isn't as powerful as the other 3. So my theory is that he could carry the spirit of vengeance himself. That would give him the edge he needs while teaming up with the other three. We've already seen the Johnny Blaze and Robbie Rye's version of Ghost Rider in live action. So Marvel would be offering us something unique by turning Frank Castle into Ghost Rider. The inspiration behind this obviously comes from Marvel's cosmic Ghost Rider. And it could fall in line with the Punisher's MCU arc as War Machine. First, he'd take on the War Machine armor. Then after leaving that behind, he could become the cosmic Ghost Rider and shoot bullets literally fired with vengeance.
I'm vengeance.
Won't these changes be the coolest? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Smash the like and subscribe buttons to support our channel. And don't forget to check out some more fun content on our channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye and stay quirky!